everybody, this is Rose from Bridgewater Public Library. I'm here in my backyard. We are starting a new series or club, Arts and Crafts. We thought we would like to do something more creative. Maybe you will participate, we hope. So we're going to do series. First series is going to be on acrylic paint, pouring paint. So we think this is a good way to get off your technology. Painting is a good way to be meditative and use different sides of your brain. And it's nice out, so we're doing this outside. And let's see. So how this all started was, as I'm sure you've seen our painting rocks video from the beginning of the summer, I started looking at acrylic paint and went down the rabbit hole of YouTube videos and books. So these techniques I'm going to start out are very easy. This is great for all ages. I'm going to do minimal supplies that you're going to need. You're going to reuse the same supplies in future videos. So I hope you join us. So the three mottos is to learn, create, and share. So I'm going to teach you a technique, then I hope you create the exact same, not the exact same, create it your way, technique, and then share. So if you share with us your finished product, then we're going to put it on our social media, and at the end of the say 6 months or so, or 3 months, depending on how many participate, we're going to have a virtual exhibit showing all the pictures that were submitted. So you can submit your pictures 2 ways: on Instagram with a specific hashtag, or you can email directly to my email your photo. So here is the hashtag BWPL art and my email, rmamikos@salesinc.org. I'll show it to you again at the end. So I hope you share. Hope you would participate. So let's see. So the first project is called a flip cup. So let me start with the supplies and everything you need. Gloves, because it does get messy. You're going to want your table or work area covered. I got these plastic drop cloths from Ocean State Job Lot, very inexpensive. I'm outside. You can do it inside if you want. Let's see. So the supplies. I have a small 8x10 canvas. Got these at Walmart, 10 pack, 10 for $10, so $1 a piece. The back I have taped with the painter's tape, and I have little thumbtacks on the corners. The thumbtacks keeps it off your surface so it doesn't stick to your surface, and it can, because it's going to drip. So acrylic pouring paint, the difference between acrylic pouring paint and regular acrylic paint is the pouring aspect. Is people add, there's an additive or medium added to the acrylic paint, and it makes the paint flow better, and it makes the paint not run into each other and get muddy. A lot of artists have a recipe and they mix their own paint. We will do that down the line, but to make things super easy, they have pouring paint already mixed. You don't have to do anything, you just buy it. So I bought it online at first from Arteza, and then discovered that Michael's has their own line and it's already mixed and pouring. So the Arteza, you can get this online. It's 32 colors. It's actually 28 colors. They give you a couple of black and whites because black and white is very popular. It's used a lot. But it's already mixed. It's high flow. It's water based. That's the other great thing about acrylic paint, is it's washable. So even though you're preparing your surface and your hands and your clothing, it is washable. So this is what I had gotten from Arteza at the beginning of the summer. You can see I only have 4 colors left. Then I discovered that Michael's line is called Artist Loft. They have a already mixed pouring paint set. So there's 6 colors. I think it's $20. So that's not too bad, especially because we're going to be doing multiple projects with the exact same paint. What's nice about the Michael's Artist Loft, sorry, is it's a bigger bottle than what you get from Arteza. Arteza, you get multiple colors. It is more expensive. It's about $50. The Michael's is a nice size, and it's only like $20, and you can always get a coupon. So today I'm just going to be using 4 colors on this project. The other, let's see, what else you might need is here's an example of a flip cup that I had done. It's one of my first ones. And the paint's nice and shiny. I didn't really cover it at all, but you can clear coat it if you wanted to. That's totally up to you how it comes out. If you want to clear coat it, you can clear coat it with this clear glaze. You can get that from Michael's as well. You want to do it outside because this does have an odor to it, so you do want to spray this outside. You can also do a resin cover. I've done resin on a couple of projects. I'll show you that down the road. And resin also you need to do outside, has an odor. And resin takes probably about 48 hours to harden up, but it does make it look a lot different, and it is nice. So the flip cup, what's great about it is there's really no skill level, and everyone could use the exact same colors and come up with totally different end results. So that's why I thought we'd start with that. So all you need is your paint and a cup and a canvas. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Let's see, so the way you put your paint in the cup is there's different techniques for that as well. So you have to keep in mind that the first color you put down is going to be the color on the top. The last color you put in is going to be the color on the bottom. So there's also a rule of thumb about how much paint you're going to need. Like this is a small surface, it's just 10 by 8. The math behind it is if you take your surface, 10 by 8 is 80 square inches of surface, and the math apparently is if you divide that by 30, that's going to give you how many fluid ounces you're going to need. So about 2.5 to 3 fluid ounces. This is how big is this cup? This is a 16-ounce cup, so we definitely don't need much. We're not going to fill it up. We're not even going to go half. We might go half. It's okay. So that's the other thing. Everything's okay. There's no mistakes. You can't mess up. What is it Bob Ross says? No mistakes, happy accidents. So let's go. So I'm thinking how I want. These are the colors I'm going to go for. Some white, silver, turquoise, and blue. You can see I've used the silver and I've already used the turquoise, and I'm thinking what colors I want on the top and what I want on the bottom. I think I'm going to go dark to light, and you can put the paint either directly in the cup, to the side, even how you the height you pour the paint in, to the how close you pour it in. So anyway, let's get started. So like I said, this paint's all ready to go. There's nothing to add to it, so I'm going to start out put some of the blue in there. So I'm going to just I'm going to show you this. You can either put it high, are we getting inside the camera, the paint, or you can go low. So the other thing you could do is you could pour the paint down the side of the cup, and that's going to give you a different look as well. So I'm going to do a couple layers of it. So we'll do a couple on the side. And it's kind of a guessing game, but like I said, there's no mistakes here. I'm going to do this one up top. See how when you go up top it sinks to the bottom. Did we get that on the camera? So see how it's sinking on the bottom? It's not floating on the top. So I think we'll do 3 rounds and I'll show you. There goes the wind. So it's a lot of fun. It's been how I've been getting by with this coronavirus, something different to do. I think I'm going to put more silver up high. Alright, so how much paint is that? We'll do another round. And you can mix it up. You don't have to put it in the exact same way. So what's nice is if you really like it, if you get into it, you can make gifts out of this. You can match your dorm room or your bedroom. Alright, so I think that's good. So here's my cup of paint. You kind of can see the layers. So that's the other thing about the pouring paint, is it doesn't mix as much as a regular acrylic paint. Alright, so what you do is you get your paint, you get your canvas. So you're just going to go like this, and now I'm going to flip it. That's why it's called flip cup. So I've just flipped it over. I'm going to wait a couple minutes so that all the paint drains to the bottom. And then the next thing is, how do you lift it up? That'll change how the painting comes out as well. You can either lift it straight up, you could lift it to the side, you could swirl it. So I think I'm going to try and do a little bit both. It does happen fast, it does get messy, but it's pretty cool. So you ready? Cameraman ready? So here we go. So I'm just going to let some of the extra drain to the bottom. So what's also cool about this, you're going to learn about colors, like certain colors become more predominant than others. So the silver, it's looking like you lost it, but when it dries you will see the silver. So once it spreads out, so we guessed on the right amount of paint, you'd start to tilt it around. Now to tilt it, you have plenty of time. You don't have to tilt it right away. You don't have to worry, because it's gonna dry. It's gonna dry overnight. So, or they say this is called stretching. Now I'm trying to. So like I really like the silver over here. Kind of looks like water. So I'm gonna try to not stretch the. Here I'm trying to. Not stretch, I'll try to do it on camera, the silver out too much. So you want it to drip over the edges too. I think I had just enough paint. You can kind of help it stretch along. And here we go. Stretch. Maybe I didn't have enough paint. But you can see it's still moving. It's a little meditative to look at the movement, and it's cool what you get. It's a lot different. And I'm just gonna kind of put a little of the paint that was on the table from the stretching. See, it is moving. I think we had just the right amount of paint. And that's it. So this is pretty cool, I think. It to me looks like water. That's what I was going for. I have like a beach theme I wanted to do. So then I'm gonna just I'm just tapping the edges. See how messy my hands are? So the gloves are good, even though it's washable. And that's it. I think it's pretty cool. It actually looks like there's some purple in there. And that's it. That's the flip cup. So I hope you do this. It's fun. It's not that much. It's not that expensive. You can get all ages involved. You can pick out whatever colors you want. Like I said, you know, the guy next to me could do the exact same thing, and he'd get a different result. So this is it. Next up, we're going to try another technique. We're going to use pretty much all the same supplies. We might add a new item here and there. But I hope you enjoy. I hope you participate. And hashtag BWPL art. I'd show you, but my hands are messy. And maybe cameraman can scroll down to my hashtags. And you can email it to me at rmamicos@salesinc.org. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you guys are all well. Get outside, get off your electronics, use different parts of your brain, and be well, and peace.